part of my story? Come and lend me your ear. Almost 21. Let me introduce myself to you. I was born Hannah Faith Pakira Madla on the 26th day of April, year of our Lord 2000 at Leyte Provincial Hospital in Pala, Leyte. I am the eldest among the three daughters of Mr. Marvin Sanghiron Madla and Mrs. Tremelinda Pakira Alcantara. I've been existing for almost 21 years now and is taking up Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English, at Surigao State College of Technology, Clover Extension. I grew up in a family of ministers. My father was a pastor. My mother is also a pastor. They both served the church together, not until he died. Year 2004, my father passed away due to serious illness. And that answers your curiosity, I bet you were. Why my mother doesn't have the same surname as ours. She remarried 5 years after the death of my father. Did I mention earlier that there were three of us? I as the eldest daughter, Queenie Christy Marie as the middle child, and Shekinah Shine as the youngest. Well, we were the so-called Tres Marias of our family. But unfortunately, before my father's death, on the same year, 2004, Queenie died due to drowning. She was just almost 2 years young by that time. That happened even before our youngest sister was born. So you see, I never have ever experienced having a complete family. But I'm still thankful that I know everything has a purpose. So much for that. Now let us talk about the things I love. First thing first, I really love writing poems and short stories. It has been my hobby and a part of my leisure time since day one. I already wrote a lot of poems and short stories, but I just kept a few of them. And aside from writing, I also love music. I can play some instruments such as guitar, bass guitar, and drums, but not that much. I can do the basics, just the basics. I can also sing, but never mind dancing. Aside from those, I also love doing crafts and design. It is my way of showing my creativity and realizing my own imaginations. I love being alone. It is where I find comfort rather than being in a crowd. It's not that I hate the crowd, but it's just that I'm more comfortable when I'm alone. When I was a little kid, I used to play school with my playmates, and of course, me as a teacher. That was not yet so clear, but I know that was somehow a vision to me. When I was 12 years old, I began teaching children of my age and below in our church as part of our Sunday service. I would tell them stories I've been told when I was still like them. Growing into a young lad, my interest about teaching became clearer and firm. I also had doubts about me becoming a teacher before, because of the reason that I also wanted to take the path my parents had, to become a pastor. But then, as my former teacher, as my former advisor on grade 7, saw the potential in me and encouraged me, I decided to pursue my dreams of becoming one of the educators. Honestly, English as a major in teaching is not my first choice. I was planning on becoming an Aralin Panlipunan teacher, but then because of its unavailability, I decided to have my second choice. There is no main reason of me wanting to become an English teacher, but one thing I'm sure of is that I wanted to pursue my dream of becoming an educator. How do I see myself 5 years from now? Well, we don't hold the future and we don't know what's behind the curtains. But if I will look at myself 5 years from now, I would see myself as the woman who has fulfilled, who has pursued her dreams of becoming a successful professional teacher, teaching the children, the next generation, not just the knowledge that comes from the book, not just the basic knowledge, but also the lessons I have learned through my experiences during my youth. And that is more valuable. And aside from that, I see myself as a person who has a stable and established life, and of course with God's help. So that would be all. That was just a part of my story, and that was just a part of my dreams. And I hope you've got to know me through this video. That would be all for today. Thank you and God bless.